Coming up on this episode, we get sued, we revisit the past, we talk to people who don't know anything about time or space, and we make another small build. Hi, I'm Draken, and this is the DrakenGameWerks, and welcome back once more to the channel. So, we got a lot of work to crack on with in this episode. I got some big plans to build out in the end itself, and yeah, it's going to be quite interesting what's going on at the moment. And oh,
hi.
Evening.
I have a delivery for you.
More fan mail?
No, not this time. Here, you should just read it.
This is outrageous.
It's a subpoena.
I'm being sued
Yeah.
for unethical business. Wow. You can tell I'm going to see him in court.
I think you need to keep this.
Oh yeah, I might do. It's quite true. But yes, this is terrible. Okay, I'm not sure I want to thank you for that one.
Yeah, I get that.
But yeah.
Anyway, see
odd.
you in the future, Draken.
See you in the future. That was odd. So, I'm being sued. I mean, what am I going to do about that? Hang on. What? Look at that. Oh, look at you. What are you doing here? You don't belong here. Now, this is an Explorer-class airship, and this originates from Season 1. It was a part of the Dragon Empire, a time when I was an emperor with lofty grandeur visions. And these little airships, these used to go and explore the whole of the server. You used to find these everywhere, and it was the smallest, or one of the smallest, of my airship classes. But why is she here? I mean, she doesn't belong here. And what's this strange energy coming off the back here? She seems a bit out of place. I mean, she belongs back in Season 1. She doesn't belong here in Season 3. This is rather bizarre. Not that I'm not happy to see her, because, I mean, this just brings back great nostalgic memories of all those airships that we had and that whole airship fleet that we had. But I'm a bit confused as to why she's here as well. Well, there's talk of being sued and then finding that wonderful airship. It's got me a little bit hungry. And look at these wonderful donuts that Jay has opened up in the bazaar beneath the post office. But I'm a bit upset because we are missing the UK's favourite donut out of here. And I'm talking about the jam donut. And no, I don't mean a bizarre mashup of jam and J.A. donut. I mean the jam donut. It is, according to Google, the most popular donut in the UK, and we haven't got any here. So how can I have my favourite food? He's got donuts here, but no jam donuts. It just doesn't bear thinking about. So I'm going to put a little sign up here. Just ask Jay if he can stock some jam donuts in the future, and spelling donuts the correct way. Well, it's a bit disappointing that we didn't get the food that we wanted, but as the sun goes down, spawn is often just beautiful by night. And hang on. First the airship, and now this. This is a Spire jet. What are you doing here? Now, there is one Spire jet that came over, but that's crashed into the side of the mountain beneath my dirt hut, and I gutted that for parts to build the Serendraig. This is an active Spire jet, and Spire is from the last season, it's not from this season. And again, this strange energy around the back as well. These things are out of time, they're not in their right time frame. They don't belong here. This is really bizarre, and I think I'm going to need to investigate what exactly is going on here. Okay, so I've got a way to deal with this, or at least try and track down these problems, because picking up the first and the second anomaly that's related to myself from previous seasons, that's a bit worrying. And I've been hearing rumors and inklings that other people have been playing around with time. But we have this, the JNET Space Telescope, and I can point this towards our world, and we can try and see if we can get a scan that shows us where all the time-space anomalies are occurring on the server. And this is interesting because there is lots. The map here of Spawn shows that we are getting time-space anomalies everywhere, and it looks like it's starting to sort of break apart almost the server. Like there's almost like this crack developing. And this is interesting. This is just open ocean. Out in the middle of nowhere, yet there's a big time-space anomaly occurring there. I'm not even sure what's happening over that location. It looks like it may be like a bit like a backlash from all the other breaks in the time-space anomaly. I think I better go and have a bit of a conversation with some people who might know a little bit more about these time-space anomaly issues. Amelia! Or chicken,
Okay.
Amelia.
I'm Amelia.
You're Amelia. I'm
busy,
still
I gather.
learning. Yeah, I'm still trying to work out what is what and who is who. I got a question.
Okay.
Now, I've been doing a bit of investigation. And it looks like, I hear you're a bit of an expert on space-time as well.
Yes.
But it's looking like time is starting to break around the server. Like, there's a lot of temporal energy around the place. I've been finding things that are here out of season. And I now used my N telescope to scan the planet, and I found loads of temporal cracks and energy and residual energy left over from people messing with time. Do you know anything?
I wouldn't know about anyone messing with time, and I haven't noticed anything unusual. There's totally not anything time-spacey around here with, me in the post office or anything.
Well, I do wonder how you're actually able to deliver mail all across the multiverse, but...
Oh, it's not, that part's not hard. Mail and time-space are kind of intertwined in a way. So that's just part of my job. But time-space cracks and unusual stuff, no, I wouldn't know anything about that. I'm kind of surprised that happens.
But have you been jumping around in time?
No, not me. I can't say the same for like Chicken or anyone else.
Okay. Confused, but time. I'm just trying to get to the bottom of it. I'm asking everyone because I can see there's a lot of people who have been playing around with time. You're a time space expert, and you're sort of moving through time or multiverse with the post thing. And I'm just wondering if we're just playing too much with time on the server at the moment, and that's having a knock-on effect.
I think if we were playing too much with time, that there would be like massive, like visible cracks. Like, is it like visible? Like you can like kind of see it outside the telescope?
No, it's just items popping into existence and
that's normal.
from previous seasons, and and there's like a big pile of energy just building up somewhere. It's like almost like everything's sort of like an elastic band. It's being stretched and it's suddenly snapping back. So, All right, okay. I'll go and see if I can find someone else. See if they know anything.
Yeah, I don't know anything. So,
okay,
later.
Cool. All right, thank you. Later. Bye.
Later.
Do you crave adventure? Excitement. Entertainment. Then we will have you sorted. Coming soon. Knock knock.
Oh, it's a knock. It's a dragon. Hello, dee.
Hey Jam, how you doing? You're right. I got a question for you.
Oh, ask away.
Do you know anything about time travel?
What's time travel?
Well, you know, moving through time and space and ending up in different time periods, like other seasons and stuff.
What?
Well, look, you see the server's starting to crack up a bit. There's sort of breaches in time and space occurring all over the place, and it seems to be that there's a lot of temporal activity happening.
Just from the chicken, I'm sure.
Well, I went and asked Amelia, and Amelia didn't think it was that much, and it wasn't much to worry about. But I got a telescope that seems to be sort of saying otherwise, and there's like big parts of problems starting to crack up a bit. And you wouldn't know anything about that at all, would you?
I have never time traveled.
No? Oh, okay. Well, okay. No worries then. Nice postcards.
Thank you.
That looks familiar. Anyway, see you later. Thanks.
Will.
Bye. Ah, Plazma. Plazma. How you look different. Have you done something with your hair?
Not much. Hello.
It looks different. Looks cool. And new arm. Awesome. Yeah, well done on that dot block stuff, by the way. Absolutely awesome. Yeah, we've made the server so much more safer. But I've got a question for you.
Yeah.
How much do you know about time and space?
I'd say a fair share. Well learned in that area, yes.
Excellent, excellent. Well, we've got a bit of a problem, right? So I need, and actually this could be well up your street, your services could be well handy for helping investigate this. Time and space seems to be breaking around the server. Like, loads of people seem to be playing with time and space, and there's like all sorts of hotspots. Like, I got a telescope that's been focused down on the world, and I can see that there are spots breaking out all over the world, and it seems like it's starting to crack.
That?
Do you know anything about it?
Not off the top of my head, but that's certainly not good. What?
Yeah, I mean, I'm getting some readings from down here. I mean, there's some over there and some over in this region as well. I mean, the shop over there seems to be echoing loads, and there seems to be some coming from around this area somewhere as well. I mean, not the Coffee Bean Alliance tomb, but somewhere in this region. Can't quite pinpoint it accurately.
I wouldn't have any idea why.
Okay, well, no worries then. Well, look, you did an amazing job for me last time. Thank you so much for that dot block stuff. But if you do hear anything, can you let me know?
Let you know if I find anything that should need reporting. Yes.
Yes. And if any breaches in space and time, because I think we need to start paying attention to this. Spider.
Yes.
Thank you for joining us up here. What's this?
It's a DeLorean.
I mean, yeah, it's an awesome car, but that looks like you, and that looks like Jam. And you see, I've been noticing a few cracks on the server, or things occurring with time.
I'm pretty sure that anything that we did related to time was left. Was resolved by the end of our time travel adventure that we may or may not have done.
You see, I got a telescope up in the end, and I sort of pointed it back towards the ground, and we're picking up lots of temporal energy down here. It's not just you. There are lots of people who seem to be playing with time. And I'm getting a bit worried that maybe it's starting to break time on the server itself.
Oh.
Have you had any issues with time other than taking this DeLorean through time?
Yeah, there was that time that time was broken. That was weird.
Oh, yeah. What happened?
I started bouncing back and forth between different moments in time, and it was just very weird.
That sounds very unusual.
Yeah.
And worrying.
I don't know what happened there, but I talked to Chicken, and Chicken says that he fixed it, so...
I was just talking to Amelia about that. She didn't seem to think that there was a lot going on. The Chicken might have had a little bit of playing around with time. Didn't think there was much problems, but I'm starting to see some. And if you're bouncing around, that's interesting. All right, thank you. Yeah, thank you for joining us. I'll keep investigating, because as I said, you're not the only one. There's a few others who've got the same problem.
Interesting. Well,
Cheers.
I hope you figure it out. Yep, thank you. Bye.
No worries. Bye. Now, this has mysteriously appeared on the server, and it's very reminiscent of the Realms icon when you load up Minecraft, which suggests someone is trying to tap into the multiverse. And considering that we're having a lot of time and space anomalies, I'm not so sure that this is actually a good idea to keep around here. So, to be on the safe side, I thought I would come down here and I would just put a bit of barrier tape around it just to make people aware that actually this is probably something quite unsafe with all the problems going on at the moment, and probably best not to do anything with this, like ramming into it at high speed or anything else like that. I mean, that would, we just wouldn't want to break the barriers between the different dimensions in the multiverse, and we'll just put a nice little warning sign up here, just warning people not to use this. We don't need any more multi-dimensional time-space stuff going on. I think there's probably enough going on as it is. All these people having time-space adventures, even though some of them don't like to admit that they've done it, but maybe go check out their videos to see if they actually have. But I think part of the problem is that there's not enough entertainment on the server. So, taking a leaf out of the past's idea, I thought I'd bring back some forms of entertainment. And one of these was the trampoline that we built last season. We have brought it back and built it into spawn. Jam made a fantastic video all about spending basically an entire evening jumping around on this trampoline and it basically becoming a jam farm. I won't repeat it all here. I'll just say after this video, if you haven't seen it, go and check that video out. It is very fun. There was a bunch of us all down there and having a great laugh on the trampoline itself. However, I want to build something that is a bit reminiscent of something I built last season, but also a bit more up to date for this season. course, it is Aspire 2 that we have built. Our gaming tower from last season was Aspire 1, and I thought we will bring up the sequel tower this season, and I thought I'd build it as a part of an attachment to the end station, so it's a little different. So there's 2 new games in here. They're not quite ready to go yet, but this is probably one of the most redstone heavy games that I've come up with is one of these games called Scramble. I will go into details in it on a future episode. But that's going to be a fun game that's played in single player mode and is going to be great fun. Plus we have a 2-player version of what we call Dig to Die. It's basically a variation on Speed Dig from last season. But I'm very happy with how this tower has turned out, especially with the backdrop of the end. I'm using a new shader as well that I think makes the end look really, really nice here as well. It's the complementary mod. Thank you to Sunny for introducing me to that. But this tower, I'm just happy with the way this has turned out. Hopefully you're enjoying this content so far. If you are, please go and like and subscribe. Now, you may be wondering, Draken, why are you standing there in a new suit? Well, we have our very first customer in 2 seasons. We have our very first customer for SPIRE Solicitors. Welcome to SPIRE Solicitors, where we don't solicit you for business, but you bring it to us anyway. How can I help you today, SpiderHearts?
Hi. Yes, I have a bit of a complaint.
Oh, right.
You know what? Come with me. Come with me. We're not gonna address the geese in the room. They're just here.
Yes, that's perfectly natural in a sewers to have geese.
Yes. Over here.
Oh, right. Yes.
I happen to see that there are a couple of I want to. It's unethical. Just unethical.
I think there's no trade descriptions problem here. I mean, it says here, providers of the finest, unethically sourced.
Yes,
geese?
Yes, but it's not just the geese. It's also the exploitation of the spiders over here. They're
Oh yeah, I mean, I could see that. I mean, I wouldn't call it exploitation. That's provision of employment. I mean, these are productive members of society trying to make a honest living as a businessman.
I don't know about you, but I mean, I don't have the invisible, or I have the invisible armor resource pack on, so they are all naked. And
they definitely have armor. I can see them. They got clothing on. If you decide to equip yourself with X-ray vision, we cannot be responsible for the sights that you might see.
That's fair. That's fair. But it also, it's. I mean, do you want my business or not?
I mean, if you want to buy something, you're more than welcome to buy from them. They are perfectly legitimate business people. I mean, I'm trying to work out here. Are you complaining about them being here, or are you
sue them for unethical? Unethical.
So you want to sue them?
Sue them for unethical exploitation of the spiders and also the cooking of the geese. Yes.
That's understandable. I can certainly do a business deal here. We should write up something about it. We could write a letter of complaint to the owners of the business. So we could type up a letter. Solicitation fees and everything else will be applicable as long as you're happy with that. And we can send that to them. That'd be the first step. And they can either respond to it. And if they respond to it and shut down the business, great. And if they don't, then we may need to move to the next step, which is to take them to court.
I like this idea.
Of course, we might need to build a courthouse.
Yeah,
but
I think that might be something that needs to happen anyway.
We might need a judge, but I am more than happy to represent you against the business owner. I'm more than happy to do that for the right fees. We can go and negotiate that, and we'll just need to find someone who will be a suitable judge for the case if the business owner declines to actually remove the business.
Sounds like a good plan. I like this idea. Yes.
Excellent. Excellent.
Yes.
Okay. Pleasure doing business. We'll go and write up that letter now.
Goodbye.
Bye. Well, that has been an extensive episode. I don't think we're getting any closer to solving the problems with time. I mean, everyone seems to think there isn't an issue, but JNET definitely seems to be showing up problems, including that unusual patch out in the ocean. I'm not sure what's going on there. But I've been Draken. This is the DrakenGameWerks. Thank you for joining us. And I got one last thing I need to do, and that is see Amelia over here, the postmaster. Amelia.
Hi.
Hi. Can you deliver this cease and desist letter to the addressee on there, a Mr. Draken at the beginning of the episode, please, on behalf of SPIRE Solicitors, and that'd be very much appreciated.
Yeah, I think I could do that.
Amazing. Thank you. But we finally have our fleet ready to take over the Unorthoblocks in the name of the Draken Empire. I've been Draken. This is the DrakenGameWerks. Take care, all. And cut. Thank you. Maybe one day I'll have an audience to actually watch these videos. Emperor, there is something in the air ahead. They look like some form of strange wither.
Eliminate the Draken Empire.
Whoa! Return fire!
Our weapons are having no effect.
This can't be how it ends.
Eliminate
Where did they come from? What is this technology? Emperor Draken, you might want to postpone that invasion. You'll need the Unorthoblocks' help in the future. Oh yeah, this is the time that we introduced ourselves to the council. Buckle up, Draken, because things are about to get weird.